Hi guys, I hope you're doing well. So today we're going to discuss about the HPO axis or the hypothalamo pituitary ovarian axis. So this axis plays a very important role for menstruation to occur. What is menstruation? These are cyclic events that are taking place in the female's body. So for this HPO axis is important. So let's dig deep into this. So what is hypothalamus? So hypothalamus is a small part in the brain which is responsible for many crucial events that are taking place in our body. The most important one or the most familiar one for us is the regulation of body temperature. Along with this, it plays a very important role in menstruation. Always remember that. Next, we're going to talk about pituitary. So, pituitary is a small gland which has two parts, anterior pituitary, posterior pituitary. So, in the HPO axis, the anterior pituitary is taking part. Then coming to ovaries, as you know, these are two glands that are present in the female exclusively, and they are present attached to the uterus. So we'll discuss how this whole axis is taking place. So as I told you, hypothalamus will release an hormone called gonadotrophin releasing hormone. So as you know, ovaries are the gonads which are present in the female. In these ovaries there are something called estrogen and progesterones. These are called as gonadotrophin. For this to release, there is a bigger hormone released from the hypothalamus called as gonadotrophin releasing hormone. So this hormone acts on the anterior pituitary. So this anterior pituitary releases two hormones, that is luteinizing hormone and follicle stimulating hormone. As you know, in the ovaries there is some process called as luteinization that is taking place, and also there are many follicles or eggs which are in the different stages of development. So these are responsible further for releasing. So basically what they do is they are under the process of luteinization and follicle stimulation, that is it has to mature to become a Graafian follicle, right? So all those processes are taking place. In that process, something called as estrogen and progesterone is released. These are the gonadotrophins. So these gonadotrophins are responsible for all the changes that occur in the female's body during menstruation. That might be on a larger scale, or even in the ovarian and the uterine changes that are taking place are done by the estrogen and progesterone. So what is negative in this? What is the negative feedback mechanism that everyone is talking about? Okay, so here what happens is, in negative feedback mechanism, as a result of production of estrogen and progesterone, there must be something which is inhibiting the excess production of GnRH and LH and FSH. So if this keeps on producing, the cycle of events will not occur. So there must be something which is produced from the ovaries which will regulate or stop the production of these two. That's when the negative feedback mechanism plays. So this negative feedback mechanism, it's very common in many other axes in the body, many other process of hormonal release in the body, in even in this HPO axis that is happening. So the estrogen, so the progesterone does not play any part in the inhibition. So estrogen is playing by releasing something called as inhibin. So this inhibin will stop the excess production of GnRH and FSH and LH at the right time. So this is the whole negative feedback mechanism. Coming to why this HPO axis is so important. So as you know, in menstruation there are two different phases under which we study menstruation, that is ovarian changes and then uterine changes. That might be the thickening of uterus, that is the endometrium, the shedding of endometrium, all these follicular changes that are occurring in the ovaries. all this is governed by the HPO axis. Any minor changes in the HPO axis, so this you might have heard about diseases like PCOD, PCOS, etc., infertility. All this occurs when there is some malfunction in this HPO axis. So you have to keep this HPO axis in control. How is this kept in control? By following the circadian rhythm. So all of you know about circadian rhythm. So this is the rhythm that the body follows. So following this rhythm can maintain a proper HPO axis. Any minor changes in the HPO axis can cause various diseases. It can be a very simple disease like PCOD, PCOS to infertility, etc. So this HPO axis is that important. So coming to theory point of view, this much is enough. So if you find this video helpful, please do subscribe and follow our channel. Thank you.